Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video, or I should say another video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the 5 exercises that if I just had to pick any exercise out of everything I know, it would be these 5. They have really taken my playing far, and there was a time that I kind of just kept these locked away just in the Skool community, for people to join. But I'm feeling very grateful today, very open-hearted, I guess you can say. And I just want to actually take a moment and say thank you to all of you that have watched these videos, that have reached out to me, that have just shared, good vibes. I really appreciate it, and there'll be plenty more to come. So, like I said, the 5 exercises that I think really are just the best. There's nothing I've come across better than this so far. Now, before I get to what those are, as I mentioned, I have a community on the platform Skool. This is for those that, want to pay for classes, want to invest in their tabla playing. If you think this year is the year that you want to stop your break from tabla, because I know a lot of people, they play on and off. So if you're ready to stop that break, take some accountability and some responsibility, click the link in the description and join us at the Skool community. Now, the first exercise, let's take a look at it. Tak dhine nana ghene, tik dhine nana ghene, ti dhine nana ghene, na dhine nana ghene. So I was going to stop at the tak to explain, but I'll do that when I play it. So it goes like this. So that tak right here, tik, ti, and na. Each line is played 4 times. I'll just play it once for demonstration. So like this. Now when you play it faster, that tak can become a tag as well. So here it is faster. So you guys have probably heard me talk about this exercise many times, but if you really want to, let's say, unlock the full potential of your nanagene, because I have experienced a lot of great compositions. You want to play dhenegene, nanagene just slows it down. It's this really frustrating thing where, you just can't get it clear enough or fast. That's why I really recommend working on nanagene. Now, you can also spice it up a little bit. You can play tak dhine nanagene, dhine nanagene, dhine nanagene. You can basically add more dhine nanagenes. You can play tak dhine nanagene, nanagene, nanagene. So you can add basically different ways to make it more challenging. So I want you to keep in mind when you're working on your nanagene, it is a very important bowl to work on. And once you have it, it's so much fun to kind of just throw it around everywhere. I've gone places where I'm even nervous playing in front of a lot of people. And because I've just put in so much time in the nanagene, my tekadin nanagene lagis are flying, my dhenegene, all those stuff, they're just sounding fantastic. All because I put in the time and work with this exercise. Now, let's get to the next one that I recommend. Dha tere kit tak dhere dhere kit tak tere kit ghere dhere dhere kit tak tere kit tak dhere 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 kit tak dhere dhere kit ghere dhere dhere kit tak. So this goes like this. Let me start again. Now you can play the last line 2 ways. You can play katte here or katte here. This would be the other way. So I'll play it a little bit faster. So like this. And of course, all my cut turn to ga in higher speed. So So same thing with this one. Make it harder. Once you're able to do it pretty easily, add more dhere dheres. Take certain lines that you find challenging. Like for example, that last line, dhere dhere kitte ghere dhere dhere kitte taka. I really played that quite a bit because my dhere dhere cut was weak. Right there. And now I can just basically play it on command. So that's kind of how, you want to do it as well. You want to, for example, maybe your ghere dhere is the weak. So just play tak tere kitte ghere dhere dhere kitte taka. That'll really work that aspect. So take these exercises and customize them into your own routine. You don't have to play them exactly as I'm showing you. So let's now take a look at the next one. So this one I've also mentioned many times. Dha tere kitte taka tik tere kitte taka taka 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 dene nana gene. So pay attention to the index, middle ring, middle index. This will make sense in just a moment. And the last one is middle again. So like this. So on this one, and I know I've explained this many times, but this is just a fantastic exercise. The first tick is here in the kinar, right here. Tuck. Then here, middle. Then your ring finger and your pinky. Then again, the middle, the index. And then you end with the middle finger. So it goes like this. Now, the advantage is that I basically want you sensing all of the different fingertips. Get a really good connection with those. All these different ducks that you're basically playing, once you have a connection with those, your tabla playing will really improve. And not even just in terikite, in all the different bowls I've experienced. So like this. Now, again, the cuts turn into ga. So... So now a bit faster. So I tried to get all the bowls right there. They didn't all come out as audibly as I wanted to, but that's the thing. It's an exercise. It's a work in progress. So, but you could, I will say, hear that nanagene at the end clearly, which should validate my point of the nanagene exercise before. I really have put in the time on that one. This one, I would say I still need a little bit of work. My 3-finger terikite, I've always felt, is a little bit light. And I think I've shared stories once or twice where I'm playing with a group of people. Everyone's playing their full hand terikite, and let's say I want to play row or something like that. It just sounds so empty going after someone that has just played some heavy full hand terikite. So that's my really honest answer on working on this one. So let's now look at the next one. So this is fantastic. I love the dhenegene bowl. And also you have to keep the baya constant on this one. Dada dhenegene dhenegene dhenegene. Like this. So. So the point of this is to really let your baya go. I have a friend of mine that calls this letting the dogs run. I love that expression. So you just kind of let them run like this. So this is it a little bit faster. A lot of fun, very easy, and out of everything, this is the one that you can really play on stage as well. I've played it once or twice. Turned out all right. Not the craziest thing, because you have to be very relaxed and patient to pull this off. You start with just and then slowly, you kind of incorporate more and more bowls into it. And then like that, eventually you get to the hada dinigana. And me, I'm always in a rush to do things. So once I get that patience and I'm that relaxed on stage, this will sound awesome. And that's actually a good point that I brought up. All these exercises, if you're not relaxed while playing them, you're really not going to be able to take full advantage of them. When I say to work on your dere, don't like tense up to play it fast. Play these relaxed, because that's how you can take full advantage of them on stage or wherever you're playing them at. So I think there's one more exercise that I'm going to share. Let's take a look at it. So this is a famous one. So, like this. A bit faster or way faster. Now, on this one, I used to tense up my hand. I actually think it's okay to really push your hand fast in this one so you can really open up your wrist. So I'm going to try to push myself. It may not sound the best, but I find it beneficial for the wrist. So whew, okay, it's good that I wasn't showing my face right there. I was really tensed up there. So for a short bit of time, you can really kind of open up your hand like that. So these are the best exercises that I've come across. Almost all the different bowls are covered. Dere dere, dere kete, a little bit on the baya, some denegene. So, I mean, I definitely have fun playing these bowls nicely. Play them slow. I actually recommend one thing. Practice like this. Play them slow. I have a timer actually, and every 6-7 minutes, I go up 15 BPM, which is quite a bit. So I start very slow enough that I can accent every single portion. Like let's say I'm playing dere dere. The de and the re, I'm accenting both of those. Dek din and nana gene. All of that I'm accenting. That's the first speed. Then when it goes up 15 beats higher, that's like a normal speed for me. I'm playing it fine. I'm making sure I can do as many repetitions there. That's where I get in my reps basically. Then the next 15 is honestly too fast for me. That's just me training my brain to understand what it would be like to play that fast. And I just really imagine that I'm playing just like any of the other masters. I actually think this idea that you act as if you're a master already, this is pretty big. But I wouldn't recommend doing that your whole practice. I take just a third of my practice for whatever I'm doing to just basically act as if. And I found that things are just so much more effortless now. Speeds aren't even a big deal. The speeds I used to think were such a grand achievement. I'm just playing them and, I'm not even really surprised at all. It's just like a walk in the park, really. So that's basically my take on all these exercises. Highly recommend practicing them. And I don't really play as fast as I do in these videos anymore. I used to feel in the beginning I had something to prove to everyone, that I gotta play fast to show everyone, who I am. I just play at a leisurely pace. I don't know why. I just really enjoy that. So you can, decide whatever pace you want to play in, but sometimes you play fast just so that when you go back to playing slow, you have more flexibility. So that is a long-winded lecture on the best exercises that can really improve your tabla playing. Thank you.